grow the farm up. We finally made it onto our planter tractor. All right, the new 345 RT. Now let's take a look here. We are doing a little bit different style of green planting. We are planting, we left a 15-inch gap and then we filled the rest in with cover crop. And look at how well that is planting. Right in between, right on the gaps. Let's take a look out front. You can see how we drilled it last fall. And so there's cover crop, both grass species, legume, and about 5 other things in the mix. I think there's 7 different cover crops in this mix. And we planted it this way in hopes that we could perhaps not terminate it. And look at that, beautiful 30-inch strips. Gonna hold down the weeds and gonna provide nitrogen. And behind the planter, couldn't be happier. Look at that, right in between the gaps, hitting it just perfectly. You're leaving the vast majority of the cover crop untouched. This is just working out so nicely. The soil extremely mellow, very little compaction issues to deal with. The planter's just cutting through soil like a hot knife through butter, placing those seeds in there perfectly, 2 inches deep. Let's take another look out front as we scan across the new 8345 RT. This is Regenerative Farming 101. This is green planting, a little bit different way. Not running the roller today, we're just planting in between. This was cover crop that was drilled the first week or 2 in October of 2020. It's now the 29th or 30th of April of 2021, and this is the result behind the planter. Stay tuned to see what we do with this cover crop. Some of it will terminate. Some of it I'll spray with a little liquid nitrogen to try to hold it back a little bit, give the corn a head start, and some of it we may just let grow. We'll see if the corn can outrun it or not. This is going to be a very interesting experiment. I've got, I don't know, a couple thousand acres cover crop this way and getting ready to plant corn and seed corn. And we are going to put some high nutrient dense seed beans into 30-inch rows in a strategy like this also. But very good looking. I wanted to make a video of this so you guys could just see how well this is working. And you know, GPS makes a lot of this possible. You know, we were able to drill this last fall, you know, on our planter line, and now I'm able to come back and plant just right down the 30-inch centers that have 15-inch wide. What we have is a 7.5-inch drill, and so every 7.5 inches we drilled cover crop, except we plugged 1 row. So every 30 inches there is a 15-inch wide gap, just like that. Oh, sorry about the shaky camera there. And the design was so that the planter could plant right in between and just perfectly almost leave that cover crop untouched, except the rows I'm driving over, but that'll come back. I've got the wide track John Deere 8345 RT. So we're not making dual tracks, we're only running over one row. And this is just beautiful. I had to make a video and show you guys this. Alright guys, stay tuned to future videos to see how we're going to handle this cover crop and corn, because it's going to be exciting to see. We're going to learn a lot this year. Grow the farm up.